Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. We are about to head inside Treno, and there's going to be a lot of things for us to do here. We're going to deliver a few Stelazzio coins to get a few rewards. There's 2 Stelazzio coins that we can obtain in the city, and in the previous segment I told you to level up a little bit, and if you haven't, I recommend that you do so. It will make your life easier. So right now I have Steiner at level 15 and both Gargan and Marcus are at level 13 because they were a bit under leveled, and with Steiner I want him to beat a monster that's in the weapon shop so that we can get a Tonberry card, so that's why I leveled him up, even though we're about to get a very good weapon which will make our life a lot easier. And we are left in control of Steiner. Everyone just kind of abandons him. I kind of feel bad for Steiner during this segment because Dagger treats him very poorly, and the guy just takes it and just keeps following her around. Make sure you witness this active time event, and when the exclamation point appears, make sure you press the button, otherwise instead of losing 500 gil, you lose 1000 gil. But don't worry, we're about to get an item in return, so it's worth it. You might be wondering why I'm throwing gil inside the fountain. We need to do this 13 times in order to get a Stelazzio coin, so just keep doing it and you'll be rewarded after a while. There we go. And there's another Stelazzio coin for us to pick up, which I'm going to get it next, and then I'm going to deliver all the Stelazzio coins that I have to Queen Stella so that I can get my rewards. Honestly, the only reward that matters at this point is the Bloodsword. Everything else is kind of worthless. Seems to me that Dagger is getting a little bit scared. For now, let's pick up the next Stelazzio coin, the Taurus Stelazzio. 1 gil, well, that was worth it. Here it is. One thing that I really like about Treno is the fact that you have all the nobles spending a lot of money and living the good life, and at the same time you have all the peasants who are struggling every single day. I dare say that's something that you see in every major city though, so I think they did a good job here. Yeah, we're going to be beating quite a lot. And there's Kuja. It seems that the auction house is in cahoots with Kuja, and we'll have to watch out for him. Haven't seen Baku in a while. I wonder if Baku was told by Sid to keep an eye out for Garnet or something. I mean, we know that they wanted to kidnap her because Sid was the one who gave the order, but it doesn't really make sense that Baku would incite Dagger to head towards Alexandria. Anyway, make sure you talk to him so that he drops the power belt, a very good weapon or item for you to have at this point. Make sure you equip it because it will teach Steiner the counter skill. And also MP attack. And it can also teach Fyra. Plus the power belt gives your character a strength boost every time your character levels up, but in Final Fantasy IX, depending on the gear that you have equipped, that will affect your stats whenever you level up. It's not a big deal and I wouldn't worry too much about it honestly, but that does happen. And now we're going to deliver the Stelazzio coins that we have. I believe it's after we deliver the 4th Stelazzio that we get the Bloodsword. Don't ask me how she does this. Well, she got rid of Steiner's cancer, so that's good. If only it was this easy in real life. Steiner is feeling a lot healthier now. See, as you can see, these first rewards really aren't worth anything, but the next thing that we're going to get is the Bloodsword. And the Bloodsword is a very good weapon to have because whenever you deal damage to an enemy, you also gain health. And it teaches the dark side ability. Feels like a Star Wars reference there, but it really is a powerful weapon, and by having it we'll be able to defeat the monster in the weapons shop without any issues, and that's actually what we're going to do next. This is the card tournament area. I'll probably visit it off screen just to gain a few more cards. If you like playing Tetramaster, then you can do that and you'll gain some new cards. If you don't care, then don't bother going there because you really don't gain anything aside from a few new cards. Let's buy a few items. And now we're going to fight the monster. So make sure you have the Bird Killer ability equipped and you also have the Bloodsword equipped, and if you do that, even if you're a level or two below mine, you shouldn't have any issues really. This monster likes to cast Aero and Aera, and that delivers heavy damage to Steiner, but since we will gain health whenever we strike it with the Bloodsword, as you can see, we'll always regain our health, so it's not a big deal. Let's strike it again. There we go. And it's that simple, and as a reward we get a Thornberry card, which will actually come in handy. There will be more monsters available later on, and we'll battle them as well. And now let's reunite with Dagger, and we're going to bid on a few items. All of them are worth it at this point. They teach very important abilities. Yeah, see, there was no need for this. Dagger treats Steiner very poorly here. I feel bad for Steiner. And because it's his duty or whatever, he's like, yes, princess, right away. And she never apologizes to him either, I think. Okay guys, so the bidding process takes a while, so I'm going to cut out the bidding process. What I do is always wait until the last bid, and whenever no other noble is making a bid, then I'll make my bid. And that's usually how I manage to spend as little money as possible. So we got the mini seed, we can sell it later. Now let's get the fairy earrings. Like I said, I'm cutting out the bidding process because that's boring. So always wait until they stop bidding and then make your bid. Just add 100 gil and you'll always get the item. Okay, so we got them all, but if we come back inside we'll be able to obtain a few more items. I want the Pearl Rouge in particular. But as you can see, all these items, they're very good. So let's give Dagger the Reflect Ring for now. And let's step outside, and when you come back in, another auction will begin. Some of the items that he will sell are repeats, so don't buy any repeats because you don't need them. But you see that Pearl Rouge, we want it, and we also want the Griffin's Heart because we can sell that for later and get much more money for it. We won't buy another pair of these. Next, we have Un's Mirror, we want that. Again, we can sell it for a high profit later. And lastly, the best prize of all for now. There we go. So we're running low on money, and I still want to have enough money to buy a few things in the synthesis shop, so we don't need to buy anything else at this point, honestly. There will be more auctions with brand new items later on, but for now they're just going to start repeating a lot of things. So we can leave. Plus this auction house is in cahoots with Kuja, so I don't really want to be giving them a lot of money, but nonetheless, let's go through here. And we're going to visit the synthesis shop just to make a couple of items. To be fair, we don't need a whole lot at this point. I need to change Steiner's equipment here because I'm going to need a couple of items to make a few new items. We're not going to make cotton robes here. Let's make another coral ring. The glass buckle really won't give us anything at this point, so let's make a few gold chokers, and that's it. That's it for now, and we're going to be good. By the time we come back to Treno, we'll have lots of money again. So we don't need to worry about anything else for now. So now we're going to pick up a letter from Steelskin, and then we're going to be reunited with Marcus and move along with the plot of the game. It appears Steelskin decided to follow Beatrix and the Queen towards Clara. If I were him, I wouldn't stay there for much longer. I guess now that she's with Steiner, she doesn't have a problem crossing through here. I mean, I get Steiner, he just wants to do the right thing and he doesn't want to rob anyone, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. And it's kind of sad how she just keeps ignoring him. I do feel that Dagger was extremely cold here. Well, the Queen has no morals, so if she hears about it, she just can't really say anything. That actually gets to Steiner. And this is the point where he starts getting better again. So as you can see, the auctioneer and Kuja are in cahoots, and I think that Kuja probably uses the auction house, the money that the auction house collects, to produce the black mages. That would make sense. I like to think as the auctioneer as an arms dealer. Which, the funny thing is, he's never accused of anything. And he actually never plays a role in the story from this point on, he just sells items. Which again, like I said, is funny considering he's working for Kuja, or he has some sort of alliance with Kuja. But it would make sense if Kuja is using the money from the auction house to mass produce the black mages. Or have the auctioneer be like an intermediary between Alexandria and Dali, something like that. I guess he's not allowed to sing for himself. I hate how he says that he's just a lowly knight, you know. That's the type of mentality that I just can't understand. Blindly following orders. That's just not for me. He didn't do a very good job tutoring the princess if she thinks that Alexandria is only as big as the castle. Now did he? You're probably going to get fired once they find out that the Supersoft was stolen during your shift. I like how Baku keeps missing his name. But we're going to take a little rest here. We're going to change Marcus's equipment because we want to make him a little bit stronger since we are going to have a boss fight later on. It's a shame that he can't equip any skills, but none of the side characters can really. So that will work for now. And now all that I'm going to do is save my game. And that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. There's really nothing else for us to do in Treno for now. Unless you want to go play a few card games, which you can. But like I said, I'll do that off screen. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this segment useful. Don't forget to deliver the Stelazzio coins to Queen Stella so that you can get the Bloodsword. And I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care, my friends.